Good morning, guys. How are we all doing? So, what a day for crypto. What a morning for crypto. Yeah, with no further delay, if you guys don't mind smashing that like button, and we'll go straight over to those charts. Yeah, as you can see, we have broken above this level of resistance. Obviously, our initial pass was swiftly rejected. Which is kind of what I what I was expecting. I mean, you guys know my views. You know my views. I think we'll trade in this range for a bit, unless we get the DXY falling below 90. But yeah, you can see this is our first major indecision candle. So that this basically is now like a trigger point. Is basically a level to watch out for, because basically taking out the high of this candle would literally just indicate a continuation to the top of this resistance area, in much the same way that this move up here, taking out that high, just indicated that we were going to come to 17k plus. So yeah, and obviously on the flip side, the low of this candle is going to be a trigger point for selling, then potentially down to, well, initially this level, or I mean, we have got a nice level here now, which is obviously a secondary level. We will draw that in because this level is obviously of importance. Even if we come down, I would expect us to break this level, but not necessarily at the first pass. So yeah, this is now an important level for us. Also, yeah, I may delete this just to declutter the chart, because this is obviously going to be a lot more important level, and this is only a little bit below it. So we'll delete that to declutter the chart. But yeah, this is what we are looking at. So are we going to basically take out this 18,500 and well, literally we'll pretty much tag 20k if we do that. I believe there is obviously a chance that we get just one more fake out wick above it. So we take out 18.5, have a wick up, well, wherever the wick goes up to, then get slammed back down again. A nice little liquidity hunt to that top side. Stop anyone that is shorting. People will probably have taken out shorts around this level. People will be selling at this level. But yeah, stop them out potentially. And then yeah, also suck in some more FOMO longs, thinking we're going to blast straight through 20k and then slam us down. So yeah, potential opportunity outcomes there. I would say if we take out 18.5, the more likely scenario is we do come up to around 20k. But be aware that it could just be a quick fake out above and we come back down. And then if we do that, that would I do think that would be the local high, and we'll test some downside. In my opinion, obviously I can be wrong. A lot, as you guys know, does rest on this DXY. You can see this level in the DXY. I mean, if we break down from here in an orderly fashion, fine. But if we break down from here in a disorderly fashion, i.e. just a big move like this, then we are going to see 20k BTC. So we do have to watch that. That is how I caveat my predictions in here. But do I see this just moving straight down through here? Not really. You guys know my views. You know I'm bearish. You know I think we will end up down here. But that isn't market my views on the dollar are obviously not market consensus at the moment. Otherwise we would be down here. But I do believe they will become more and more basically market consensus. Bitcoin dominance absolutely hammered. Yeah, so we had this level. We took it out. We saw a little bit of resistance at it, as you can see, and then yeah, blasted through it. So alts obviously not enjoying this current current crypto party. But yeah, so obviously something to be aware of there. I mean, again, charting this is not the most 100% reliable thing. What am I trying to say now? It depends what alts you have, basically. Again, I'll just revert back to what I say about alt 1.0s and what alt 2.0s, because a lot of alts will get hammered against USD. Some of them will go up against USD, and then obviously they all basically contribute to this market dominance. So it's not necessarily the easiest chart to read, but it is though when it does trend. I mean, as it trends up, you can basically see, yep, I'll be better off in BTC than most alts, and as we trend down, we'll be, yep, I'll be better off in most alts than BTC. So that's the better way to look at it. But yeah, that's Bitcoin dominance. S&P stocks. Well, it's looking like we are consolidating above the high here. So I mean, we can either basically get continuation up and just go to ridiculous highs, or we can do one of my more likely scenarios, my more favored scenarios in price action in any chart. Just sideways consolidation within the range at the high or low, wherever it is, and then basically decrease in volatility, and then we just watch for the expansion in volatility. Volatility is one of the most, volatility is the most important thing in trading. Volatility is the most important thing to watch for in trading. So yeah. Anything else we want to look at in here? These got gold and silver not really making a move at the moment, so I expect we will get an explosive break to the upside if we get much more weakness in the dollar index. So yeah, obviously, well, it might not be obvious, but basically the moves in dollar in precious metals are being muted by the moves up in stocks. So we are getting a little bit of a counteraction now with actual legitimate risk on in stocks, and then basically downward pressure on the precious metals, even though we've obviously got money printing, etc., as an upward pressure on the metals, and they are currently then at a stalemate in that tug of war. But yeah, I mean, I fully expect the dollar to come down overall, and this to go up overall, and that major inverse relationship to pull through in the end. But yeah, that's my view on that. Tesla obviously had a nice S&P bump yesterday, but I mean, still nothing spectacular here. But yeah, I mean, again, looking like we'll just adjust our previous incorrect ascending triangle, because this is basically what it is. What it is clearly looking at. So obviously that means we'll just adjust this up a little bit. That obviously means we have a higher likelihood of obviously a break to the upside here. But obviously not obviously guaranteed. But that is what this is clearly looking at. Ascending triangle at the highs. It is looking bullish for Tesla. I will let my all-in friend know about that. So yeah, back to Bitcoin. I mean, we've only really got to go over to the 5-day and the weekly and just see that we are just getting acceleration into the 9. So far as my TD analysis on this larger time frame is concerned. Weekly, obviously, I mean, like I've said, I'm not too sure whether I should be looking at the weekday or the 5-day, because the 5-day does work better, and the 5-day is on the 9 now. I struggle to believe we're going to accelerate into the weekly 9 and basically keep moving up from where we are here with 4 more days, and then have 7 days of acceleration into the 9, because clearly on this chart you would have to expect about 25k plus Bitcoin. So yeah, one thing I will say though is that in my whole history of trading Bitcoin since 2016, it always does what I don't expect it to do. So the fact that I'm expecting it to, I can't see it doing that, is maybe something that I should just ignore. I mean, I couldn't see this move from, I didn't obviously see this move, well, all of it, like I said, all of it. I didn't really expect this move all the way from here, all the way up to there, then all the way from there, all the way down to here, then all the way from here, so quickly back up to here, then obviously from here to there. I mean, I just don't see it. But yeah, maybe if I zoomed out and looked at the weekly, things would make a lot more sense. But yeah, Bitcoin does do what you don't expect. But I will say the 5-day TD is clearly more efficacious. So we are on that 9 now, and we only have 2 days left, and we are accelerating into that 9. So all of those things tell me that well, even if we do get the wick up on this candle, because you can get massive acceleration on the 9 candle, even if we do get the wick up, then to like 20k to all-time highs, yeah, I mean, I still think this is going to get rejected. and if not rejected where we are now, if not we've not already seen the high. And then yeah, come back, and then yeah, I mean it will put, I think I don't know what I just, yeah, so, to save you guys, I'm not going to say what I'm going to say about where we could potentially go after that. I'm still bullish overall on Bitcoin, but I just don't want to get any of you guys thumbs down on me because you've got 100x long at the moment, FOMOing in at these highs. The time to go long was well, at the breakout of this move here, or even more recently, the time to go long was very, very clearly well, any of these breakouts of these levels, the breakout of this level here, breakout of this level here, the back test here. But I mean, yeah, I think you are edging your bets going along here. So let's have a look at those stochastics. But I mean, we pretty much know they're going to be super hot. Yeah, 4 hour looking like it's wants to come down. So could this be just a bullish reset, or could this be an actual pullback? It will remain to be seen. 12 hour turning back down. Could this be a bullish reset or an actual pullback? Will remain to be seen. 12 hour looking good though, but is it going to hold this aggressive trend line a final, I was just say like a third and final or whatever time, but it's going to be it's held it once, twice, 3, 4, 5 times, so a 6th and final time. Can we hold this a super aggressive trend line for a sixth pass? Well, we'll see. And yeah, daily turning down from a high level as well. 2-day obviously has turned back up, and we pretty much know anything above this is going to be looking good, clearly. So yeah, I mean, this is basically what I've been saying. I mean, this is the top. Yep, fair enough. Wick basis, get above into this zone, fine. But I do think we're going to trade in this zone. And my get out of jail free card for getting my prediction wrong is basically this dollar. Basically breaks below, well, just breaks below 90 really. So I mean, that's quite a bit lower than here. But maybe I should be less aggressive. Breaks below this low here. Let's say 91.5. Then yeah, I would struggle to see Bitcoin trade below this, well, 17.5k zone. So yeah, that is it, guys. Don't forget, there is going to be an altcoin season at some point. There is going to be a relief coin rally, rally in altcoins based on this move at some point. Whether it'll be the start of a downtrend, who knows? Whether it will just be temporary, who knows? But there will be, and there are a lot of profits that have been made by a lot of traders in Bitcoin. And they will be looking for places to distribute that for more high returns when obviously we do top out, we do find a local top, do trade sideways, or even potentially finally trade down. Alts may go up against Bitcoin, whereas recently we have just seen Bitcoin go up, alts go down. Bitcoin go down, alts go up. Sorry, alts go down, and Bitcoin trades sideways and alts go down. But yeah, that could potentially change, and we could get actually then Bitcoin down and then alts up. And a dynamic that we haven't seen in a while. So yeah, that is it, guys. Remember, this is not a financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Always do your own research, and I'll speak to you guys later on today.